Hi, class. Hope everybody's doing good, having a good holiday season. I just want to take a few moments just to give you the pitch for my television show. Uh, so, the concept I wanted to go for is a mix between something along the lines of, let's say, competition based, but also music related, like American Idol meets Survivor meets Jersey Shore. The concept I have is that you would have two celebrity musicians as band or team leaders. Their goal is to audition talent just as American Idol will be auditioning talent such as singers. Um, so the goal is that each team wants to get two guitar players, a lead singer, a drummer, and then a keyboard player or pianist. Um, Once they are picked and selected, um, where you get kind of that Jersey Shore element is you put them all into a house together. If they have to live together, they have to record together. And the thing about musicians are they're some of the most dramatic people. They have a very odd dynamic. There's a lot of egos. So I think there's just a lot of drama that can unfold from having, a bunch of artistic people living in the same household. And to kind of give an overall goal of each season is once the celebrity or top musicians form their team, so to speak, and put them into this house, the goal is you want to have each team write three potentially hit songs that they would perform in front of a live audience at the end of each season. And during each episode, you would have scheduled recording time, where it's crucial that they have to get the work done. And a lot of musicians, they can flake out. A lot of people they fail to show up on time. They might not come at all. There's a lot of partying involved. And so that can add into the drama that might unfold during the show. There's limited recording time, and you have to get three songs done by the end of the season. But where kind of the survivor aspect comes into, there'd be team challenges. So maybe if one of these teams wins a particular challenge, it's going to give them an edge. So what that might be is extra recording time. Or maybe they get advice from an outsider, maybe another famous musician. What else? Maybe they get better equipment than what they already have. Whatever the incentive might be. Just as in like Survivor, where let's say they win, maybe they get like a home cooked meal or some sort of comforting characteristic that is added to their experience. I also did what are the song and performance rules. There could be no copying or plagiarism of any music. The genre has to be either rock, pop, or country. There can be no subgenres such as forms of heavy metal, bluegrass, jam music, reggae, hip hop, anything like that. No explicit lyrics. The song has to be suitable for all ages and has to be able to be marketed to a wide audience. The songs have to be 3 to 4 minutes, and they need to follow a very strict structure of a verse, chorus, bridge, and solo. There could be no auto tune, pitch correction, or voice enhancements. And this is kind of an odd twist I put on there. The drummer is required to play to a metronome. That's to ensure that the song is perfect and follows, a strict format. A lot of drummers aren't able to play to a click track in their air. They kind of just play, and the tempo sways throughout the song, so that can be kind of inconsistent if you're, let's say, the guitar player, the singer, and you're trying to get through the song. And kind of a very important aspect is during that final live performance, it's going to be live, so there's only one chance to do it. If you screw up, you just have to power through. And you're kind of at the mercy of the audience and the judges who are going to decide which team is, worthy at the end. And what the overall goal could be, like I said, it has to be each team is going to perform three songs in front of that audience. Maybe the winning team gets a recording contract. There'd be some sort of incentive. Maybe they get a small schedule of tour dates, whatever it may be. As far as house rules go, like I said, musicians like the party. There's kind of that stereotype's been put on a lot of musicians and artistic people. So I thought it'd be right out the gate, no drugs, no sexual relations, no sexism, racism. I did alcohol is allowed, but it's not encouraged or even recommended. But from a lot of people that are going to be put in this house, you have to assume at least some of them are going to indulge in alcohol. The band studio sessions and rehearsals have to be confidential. So even though you have two teams living in a house, you cannot share any of, let's say, the songs you're writing or the ideas you have going on. It can only be shared within your team. And there's no use of social media, so you cannot leak what's going on in this house until, let's say, the season airs. The drama that may occur, I put maybe the guitar players are fighting because both of them are fighting over parts. Maybe one guy stepping on his toes playing during when his part should be played, or one guy's hogging all the spotlight. Trust issues, maybe members are taking credit for someone else's parts. Let's say a member's skipping a crucial rehearsal recording session. Let's say he does drink that night or whatever it may be. Maybe he's hungover and oversleeps, whatever it may be. Egos and tempers flaring, because let's face it, you're in a band house. Everybody has their own creative ideas. One guy might want to go one way. Other guy might want to take a complete other direction. So it's hard to get people to all agree on the same thing. Then let's say someone gets caught with drugs or overindulging in alcohol, that needs to be addressed by the band. Maybe there's disagreement between the band members and the celebrity leader. Maybe the celebrity leader is trying to give insight, crucial advice, and one of the guys just thinks he's too good to hear it, instead of really appreciating that they're taking the time out to make their experience better. Let's maybe inner team romance or even outer team romance. Maybe one guy from another team finds himself in a relationship with the rival team, and that can cause problems and trust issues along the way. One of the guitar players fails to attend last practice, resulting in termination. So let's say during the final performance, they have to go on with less members, one of the teams. That makes just more drama to see what the final outcome is going to be. Like I said, the overall goals or challenges, incentives could be anything from like extra studio time, guitar lessons, singing lessons, trip and vacation, maybe producer or celebrity music advice, anything that's going to give them a creative edge over the opposing team. Even some challenges I gave was, let's say both teams are assigned to write a holiday song or a song for kids at a school. Something to kind of get them out of the comfort zone they normally write in. Maybe there's a guitar battle or duel between guitarists from both teams. You can do the same for drummers. Maybe you can even do a challenge where they go to an instrument company such as Gibson Guitars or Fender Guitars, and it's whoever team can assemble a guitar the fastest. Maybe that's a challenge. You see similar things too in like Hell's Kitchen, where it's whoever can make a dish the fastest, or whoever could relay races, whatever it may be, as long as it's music related. And overall, it would just be a scenario of you get elements of The Voice, you're getting elements of American Idol, where you're auditioning, you have team leaders picking a designated team. Then you get that Jersey Shore element where you're placing them all into a house living together. You get that drama aspect there, but then you get the competition side of things with that final performance. And I think you can take this route a number of different ways. As far as a name would be, I think you can go take the route of like maybe call it like Studio Session, or America's Next Top Rock Band, or there's a plethora of different routes you can go to advertise this show. Overall, I think it'd be very dramatic. I think there'd be a lot of conflict. I think it would be overall very entertaining. And I think the fans and the audience would be very provoked to follow each episode to the final episode of the season because they want to see the product. I'm sure during the process, they're going to see these songs are sounding really rough or maybe don't have potential to be appealing or even a hit. So it'd be cool to see that song you're hearing throughout the season evolve from each team. I hope everybody has a great holidays. I hope you guys like my pitch, and I hope we see the show get some success. Thank you.